Hello everybody, it's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen. Welcome back to my channel. So since I did the flower, I'm going to show you how I did this pouch. It's very simple. I added the flower to give it a little bit more oomph to it. And again, I'll be using the Big Twist Yellow, my Clover Hook 5.5 millimeter eye hook, and you'll need a yarn needle and a pair of scissors. So again, we start with the magic circle, and we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and do 12 double crochets into that magic circle. And again, you can use a smaller hook or a larger hook or whatever yarn you choose to make. Again, the hook size determines the size, as well as the yarn that you use determines the size of your finished item. So I'm going to do the 12 double crochets. How many do I have? I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you want to pull your ring close. And slip stitch to join in the top of the first double crochet. Your chain 2 does not count as a stitch. 1 chain 2, and you want to do 2 double crochets into that same space and 2 double crochets in each stitch around. And I will meet you at the end of round 2, and you should have a total of 24 double crochets. So 2 double crochets in each stitch around. I have finished round 2. You're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, chain 2, and do a double crochet in that same space. Next space is 2 double crochets. Next one is 1 double crochet. The next one is 2 double crochets, and that will be your repeat around, and you should have a total of 36 double crochets at the end of round 3. So your repeat is 1, 2, 1, 2. So I will meet you at the end of round 3. I am at the end of round 3, and I just finished my last 2 double crochets. Slip stitch to join in the top of your first double crochet, chain 2, and do a double crochet into the same space, double crochet into the next space, 2 double crochets into the next stitch, I should say, the next stitch. So your repeat will be 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and you should have a total of 48 double crochets. And I will meet you at the end of round 4. Again, you should have a total of 48 double crochets, and you should end with 2 double crochets in your last stitch. I have finished round 4. And I'm going to slip stitch to join in the first double crochet and fasten off. And you will need to make a second one. So I'm going to weave in my tails off camera and make the second one and come back on so that we can put it together. I have finished my last round and I'm going to fasten off, and I don't know why I didn't do this on the first one, but what I'm going to do is the invisible join, and just in case you have not seen it done, I thought I would show it. So what you want to do is not go into your first one, but go into your second stitch. And remember that chain 2 does not count as a stitch. And you pull it through and go into the back loop of the last stitch and just go down behind it. And then you get a nice even look instead of a knot. And just go and hide your tail, and definitely weave back and forth so that it doesn't come loose. And you can always do a knot in the back, but this way everything looks the same, no knot. Go back the other direction. And I always, my tail is long enough, I go down to the next row. So I want this to be as weaved in as possible so that it does not come loose. Is that a southern thing, a loose, or is that? And that is it. So that shouldn't come loose. Come loose. A loose? Anyway. Now that you have your 2, you want to put them back sides together, and you want to try to line up where you, so these 2. So find where you start, because you can definitely tell that is where you started on both of them, and put them together. And that will be the bottom of your item. So I'm going to put a stitch marker in the bottom, so I know that is the bottom. Then you want to turn it. You want to count 15 stitches. You want to do it evenly. And the reason you're doing 15 is when you are putting it together, so you can just put a stitch marker on one side and put another one on the other side and see if they are even, and then do your count to see if you have 15, and then adjust accordingly. That's the easiest way for me. So This is 14, so I'm going to move it 1 over to 15. So now we are going to do single crochets around to close it. And I'm going to start with a slip knot and go into where the stitch marker is. Bring that around, and I'm going to just do a slip stitch, and I'm going to do single crochets around, and I am going to crochet over that tail. One less thing to have to weave in. And you want to single crochet all the way around until you get to this stitch marker, and I will meet you at that stitch marker. So I am at my stitch marker that has the opening, and what we're going to do is go into that stitch marker. This will be take that out, and we're going into just one side, and single crochet 7 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now on the 8th stitch we're going to do a single crochet, chain 5, and single crochet back into that same space. That makes the little loop, and then single crochet to the next stitch, and that should be 7 single crochets. Three, and back into this. Then we're going to turn. I hope I wasn't off camera. I felt like I was off camera. Take this stitch marker out, and then we're going to do 7 single crochets on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and number 8 we're going to do a single crochet and chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then we're going to take it and go back into that stitch with a single crochet, and then do single crochet, 7 single crochets down the side, and then we will fasten off, and your little pouch will be finished. Now you can add a flower to it. You can put a, since this is yellow, you can do a smiley face if you're good at embroidering faces. You can just add some faux pearls. You can do whatever you want to make it your own. So I'm going to go back into here and bring it through and fasten off. So now you have a loop and you put it in there and it dangles. You can get, like I said, you can put your earbuds in there. You can put a little compact or some, whatever you want to put in there. You can probably put potpourri in there and put this into, put the potpourri into a, the mesh bag. And then put it in here, and you can put it in your lingerie drawer or whatever you want to do with it. Be creative. Let me know. I hope that you enjoyed this short tutorial, and let me know if you're going to make one. Leave me a comment. Don't forget the thumbs up. Use whatever colors you like. I have another one of my flowers I might put on there, or I might just put a little pearl there, or I might attempt a smiley face. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. So until my next video or my next live, everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye.